Hi everyone. So my presentation is on churches and how it's been disrupted by the digital revolution or groundswell. And groundswell is defined as a social trend in which people use technology to get the things they need from each other rather than from traditional institutions like corporations. Back in the day, or years before technology took us by storm, to receive the news and the sermon and service of a church, you kind of had to attend. And if you missed the church service, then you were kind of left out on the information. Yeah, there was word of mouth or telephone and print, but to actually get the actual word by word service and sermon that was preached that day, if you didn't attend, you had no idea what was going on, what did the preacher say. So now with this groundswell, um, the churches are able to reach more of a community, and the word and sermons and services are more accessible to people because churches are able to reach people where they are the most, which is online. And a great example of a kind of groundswell for churches is my husband's church in Pennsylvania was on the brink of closing, and a member started a blog just to keep the momentum going, to motivate people and start writing motivation quotes, things that were happening. And the community found it online, started with one member, and the readers status started to grow and grow. More people exchanged this information about the church closing, and by the end of the year, they were able to secure money to get a new space. And that was just because a blog has circulated um, in the community, and people were able to help out and find out what was going on that way. And churches have been disrupted by the digital revolution because, again, they had to reach people where they are, which is online. And now churches have created Facebook pages. And this is an example. I've never gone to this church, but it's called Wave Church, and they have 6,036 likes. And that's pretty amazing for a church. They're able to say their events, do giveaways, and reach more people that they could ever do without the technology. Most of them, they don't even know and never even met. But the fact that they can come together, community on this technology platform, is amazing. Again, I mentioned finding inspirational quotes. Now I don't have to always go straight to the Bible and find something to motivate me. I can go to Pinterest, put in Bible quotes, and I can find what I'm looking for, and even share it on other social media networks, which is great. Churches are also being taken by storm through technology and groundswell, through constant contact, email marketing, and it's also keeping those old members or friends of the churches still in the know of what's going on. Again, back in the day, there was no e-newsletter, and so this church, Broadway United Church of Christ, is the church that I used to work for in New York before I moved to Virginia. And I now get the weekly email, so I'm still up to date on what's going on. I still feel part of the, excuse me, still feel part of the community as if I never left. And without this, I would never know what was going on. And if I find something interesting, I can pass it along through email or through my Google Plus. And the message and the events will keep going around the community, and that's a great way to get the word out. Another good example is that now churches have websites, and again, I'm able to keep up with the community. This is Six Mount Zion Baptist Temple, and I used to attend this church when I was a student at Hampton University. It was close by, and when I moved back to New York, I still kept in contact or kept going with the ministry and the word and the sermon by going to their Ustream Media Live. So at 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock service, I was able to go on their website and still attend the service. And also, if I missed one, I can go in there on demand and look at the other previous recordings. And then another great example is YouVersion taking the Bible with me without carrying the actual Bible. I now have it on my phone, and I'm able to access and share a scripture or sermon with my friends or on Facebook for motivation and inspiration, a thing that I wouldn't be able to do back in the day. I mean, I could call and read it out loud from the Bible, but now this is just quick and easy, and it reaches so many more people in the community. Um, so those are the great benefits: is um, spreading the church's missions and their love of God, and reaching an enormous amount of people from and where distance isn't a huge factor. But then there are certain drawbacks. For example, um, if I didn't attend church, I could watch it online and on video in the comfort of my home, which is good, but then I'm not being that sociable by going outside and actually physically going to church. Um, Another way that it kind of hinders the church is now more people rely on information going through technology rather than calling and finding out that way. They can just go straight to Facebook or straight to Pinterest and even on the website. And even though social media is supposed to be sociable and technology, it kind of takes away the social because you're no longer seeing people face to face. You're kind of interacting with them through social media and social network pages. So those were my findings, and yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye.